How do you feel?
Okay.
Morning, Mrs. Santel. Miss Phillips.
Hello.
Hello?
We're all here for you, Sonny. All your friends. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sonny, what's the matter?
Just wondering what was keeping Hogan.
That's right, Sonny. Don't let him get to you.
She told you. She swore she wouldn't tell anyone.
No, she didn't. I was there. I overheard the conversation, Mrs. Nichols. Sonny doesn't even know that I'm here. She did not betray you.
Who are you? Are you Sonny's boyfriend?
Please let me talk with you. It'll mean a lot to me and Sonny.
Stephanie, you don't understand why I'm here.
You are here because I closed Wendy's checking account. And no amount of your so-called charm will convince me otherwise. I want you to get out of this office, out of this studio, and off this planet if necessary.
Stephanie, I'm here because Wendy is upset about our argument with her. You know how she is when she's unhappy. You've seen her. She's unbearable.
How dare you say that about my daughter when you put her through so much?
Stephanie, I'm begging you to listen to me. Would I have taken a job doing manual labor if I didn't care about her and love her?
Let's just get a few things straight here. Number one, you know nothing about love. Number two, don't you ever try to come here and get money out of me, either directly or indirectly through my daughter. And number three, if you ever so much as cross this threshold again, I will have you arrested for trespassing.
Just tell me what happened. Why the sudden turnabout? Stephanie, I'm going to have a family whether you believe me or not. You're my mother-in-law.
Oh, go away, whoever it is, for your own good.
You all right, Stephanie?
Oh, Martin, I'm sorry. Come in.
Oh, no need to apologize. I saw him leave. I figured he was here to bother Susie. Obviously, I guessed wrong.
Well, thank goodness she wasn't around. Martin, I'd love to stay and chat with you, but Sonny is testifying today. Is there something you wanted? Oh! Oh, for heaven's sakes, our luncheon did. I'm so sorry. I forgot about it.
No, don't be silly. You've had your hands full. I just wish as a friend I could take a little bit of the burden off your shoulders.
Thank you. I don't think there's anything anyone can do except maybe execute Warren Carter. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Well, you know, Stephanie, friends are as friends do. You just might have your prayers answered, and in a not-too-distant future.
All I can say is I got back just in time. I go away, there are 2 babies to take care of. I come back, and a juvenile is taking care of them. You too, of course, Kate.
I am certainly glad you're back. We can use an extra pair of hands.
Yeah. Listen, I hope you haven't been giving,
TR?
TR. What kind of name is that anyway, TR? Anyway, I hope you haven't been giving her too many responsibilities with the children. They're only babies.
No, they're not made of porcelain. And TR seems to have an instinct for what small babies need. What's more, she cares about them a great deal. Caring goes a long way. I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah, I certainly do. I agree. I certainly do. Oh.
Hi,
Susie. Come in. Hi, honey.
Hi, I promised Aunt Jill that I'd come by today and help out. I didn't expect to see you.
I guess nobody else did either. Come on in, honey. Oh, Kate, have you met Susie Wyatt?
Oh, no, I haven't.
No,
How do you do?
Susie is Joe's niece, Kate. has been helping us out with the children.
Yes, Liza and Travis have told me how happy they are you can come over and help.
Yeah, well, listen, will you two excuse me? I want to see how Turner's doing.
You must have your hands full. Did you see Sunny this morning? How did she look?
Oh, like she hadn't slept a wink. But that's to be expected, I suppose. She's scheduled to testify today, you know.
Yeah, Sunny and I work together at Channel 6.
Oh, my son Hogan works with Sonny at the Herald.
You must be Cagney's mother.
You know Cagney?
Yes, I was a damsel in distress, and he rescued me in a snowstorm. Oh, well, he must have told you. Well, when the airport was closed, the weather was so bad, he gave me a lift.
He didn't mention it. Well, Cagney tends to keep to himself.
Okay, would you come up here and watch TR diaper the baby? I know she's doing it all wrong.
I'll be right back.
Then you can tell me more about that mysterious son of yours.
Adamson is employed by you, is she not?
Yes, she co-writes a column with Hogan McCleary that appears as a regular feature in my paper, the Henderson Herald.
Did you tell the court what you know of Miss Adamson?
She is, among other things, a consummate professional. She knows her job, does it with skill and total dedication.
And how would you assess her personally?
Personally, she's a fine human being.
Have you and Sonny ever had a personal relationship?
I was interested in something beyond a professional relationship at one point. Miss Adamson made it clear that she was not interested, that she did not mix her personal life with her work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kendall. No further questions.
Mr. Kendall, this personal relationship you spoke of, how far did it go?
I spoke of no personal relationship with Miss Adamson.
But you just said that
I
you had...
said that I was interested in pursuing one. She told me I was wasting my time. I don't waste my time.
I see. Did you ask Sonny out on a date? Is that what happened?
Yes, I did.
What made you think that if you asked Sonny out, she would accept?
I think it's called chutzpah.
Oh, come now, Mr. Kendall, don't be so modest. Are you saying that a man such as yourself, successful, charming, witty, a man of personal attraction, an intelligent man, could not rightly consider himself to be a catch for a desirable woman?
Your Honor,
especially a single, available woman who was working
Your
in such
Honor,
close proximity to you? What
I
man wouldn't be
object.
tempted?
The defense is leading the witness and the jury. Nowhere has it been established in testimony that my client was available or tempting men to make incorrect judgments of her.
The jury will disregard the defense's previous line of questioning. Now, Mr. Briggs, a moment ago, I sustained an objection from the prosecution. You chose to ignore it. Now, in the future, I will tolerate no such behavior. Is that clear?
It is, Your Honor.
Please rephrase the question.
Mr. Kendall, didn't you have reason to believe that you would be successful in pursuing Sonny Adamson?
The answer to that question is no. Sonny made it very clear to me, out of my respect to her then and now, I felt obliged to conform to her wishes.
And Mrs. White, would it be fair to say that you considered Sonny Adamson to be an exemplary employee and also a woman of such fine moral character that you could consider her to be a close and trusted personal friend?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honor.
Mrs. Wyatt, can you describe Jack Benton's conduct in any less terms than you have Sonny Adamson's? Was he not also an exemplary employee?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Wyatt, you seem less vocal in describing my client's character. Could you speak up?
Jack, Mr. Benton, was fine.
Fine. Just fine. Was he ever late for work? Did he ever miss an assignment? Did he ever cause any difficulties? Wasn't he always courteous and kind and ready to pitch in when needed? Isn't it true, Mrs. Wyatt, that when Sonny Adamson failed to show up for her evening broadcast once, you called Jack and asked if he'd fill in for her?
Yes, but
Isn't
that
it
was
true that
because
you
Sonny was...
immediately thought of Jack and no one but Jack because you knew that you could always count on Jack Benton? Mrs. Wyatt, I must remind you that you are under oath and sworn to tell the jury the truth.
The witness will answer the question.
Yes.
Did he do his job to your satisfaction?
He was fine.
Was he ever discourteous to you or to anyone else, to your knowledge?
No.
Would you please elaborate, Mrs. Wyatt, so it won't appear I'm putting words in your mouth?
He was fine.
Fine. How would you describe Sonny's working relationship with Jack?
It was fine.
Any problems?
No.
Did Sonny ever request to have Jack removed from her program? Was there ever any friction between them that you knew of? No, Mrs. Wyatt? Everything was fine, was it? I see. You may step down.
I'd like to call Sonny Adamson to the stand, please.
I think we'll take a short recess at this point. When court resumes, Miss Adamson can take the stand.
All rise.
I finally got her to sleep.
She's very pretty. How old is she?
18 months.
I didn't come here to make you nervous or upset you.
I never talked about it to anyone before Sonny. And now there's you. I really don't know how to talk about it.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I understand what you're going through. Because even though I'm trying to help Sonny,
I'm sorry, you never told me. How do you know Sonny?
we're friends. We work together.
But you care for her, don't you? You care for her anyway. Sit down.
I just don't want her to have to go through this any longer than she has to. All she has now, at best, is her word against his. What she needs is for someone to come forward, to speak up for her. Won't you help?
You saw my baby. What about her? And I have a husband. How could I do that to him?
How could you just live the rest of your life like this?
I've lost so much of my life already because of this, Mr. McCleary. I don't know how I could go on if I lost any more.
But if you could come forward, if you could testify...
Hi, hon, I'm home.
Witness for Jack Benton.
You told the truth. That's all you could do.
But he twisted everything I said.
Benton put on a good act. You weren't the only one that was fooled.
It made me sound like a fool.
No, you sounded just like Sonny's friend. She knows you did the best you could.
She really thinks so.
What do you think?
I don't think Sonny stands a chance at a conviction. Boy, I hate to see her go through all this for nothing.
How can you say something like that?
Kristen, don't get steamed at me. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, but what about all the evidence?
What evidence? Well, nobody witnessed it.
Of course nobody witnessed
Look,
it.
Sonny doesn't have one piece of corroborating evidence to back her story. I've seen this happen 1,000 times. Guy gets a slick lawyer. The lawyer manages to neutralize the testimony against his client, and boom, before you know it, it's Sonny's word against Benton's.
So?
So in rape trials, 9 times out of 10, they go with the man.
What?
Unless there is evidence from the outside. What do you think all that she tempted him business was when Lloyd Kendall was on the stand? The tendency was to get the jury to believe that the woman is no good. Now, I don't make the rules, but that's the way they go. I'm sorry, Kristen. Hey. Hey.
What?
It's good to see you again. Even if it is under these circumstances. You don't know how many times I've wanted to call you ever since we had that fight that night at Bigelow's. You think maybe we could, No, let me reword that. Do you think, you're free this evening? I mean, I'd like to see you. What I mean is I'd like to take you out. I'd like to,
Brian,
yeah,
can I have a pizza with everything on it?
you got it.
Then I'd love to. We don't stand a chance. Even I can see that.
Oh, it's not over yet. Sonny, you haven't testified. You're the most important witness. Come on. You can't go up there feeling defeated.
Hey, Hogan probably had a late assignment or something.
I think I need a glass of water.
How is she holding up?
Oh, Lord, I just hate to see her go through all this. You know, you were wonderful on the stand. After you finished, I wanted to stand up and applaud.
And then one day he came home riding a brand new bicycle just like the one that the streetcar had demolished. He had been working odd jobs all that time in secret and saving all the money.
Such pride and determination in such a small boy.
Kate, isn't it time for Turner to wake up?
I think Turner should wake up when he wakes up.
Mr. Bergman?
I'm going to watch my grandson sleep, even though I know you're wrong.
Everyone's entitled to his opinion.
Hey, Mom, you ready to go?
Not just yet. Come on in a minute. There's a friend of yours here.
Huh?
Your mother and I were just getting to know each other. She was telling me what a mysterious little boy you were.
Are you ready to go, Mom?
You're a little early.
Don't worry, Kate. I'll stay here until Liza gets home.
Are you sure?
Cagney. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Susie. It's been lovely talking to you. I hope I see you again soon.
I do too. He put the chain on the door and said, "Tonight's our night, lovely lady." He always called me that. I asked him to leave, but he grabbed me and he kissed me. I remember it. It hurt.
When he kissed you, it hurt.
Yes.
Explain to the court exactly what you mean by that.
Well, he was gripping my arm so tightly that when he kissed me, I could feel his teeth. It was awful.
You didn't like it.
No, it scared me. He was crushing me. I slapped him and he hit me back. He slapped me back. I told him to leave, but he told me that I wanted this. He said, "You wanted this from the first day we met." Then I ran into the bedroom and shut the door.
Did your bedroom door have a lock on it?
No. I could hear him kicking the hall doors in. Then he kicked the bedroom door in. Oh, I'm wrong about that. He didn't kick that door in because I was leaning up against it, trying to keep him out. He shoved it open.
Why didn't you call the police?
I couldn't. He was attacking me. He pushed me down on the bed. We struggled. I picked up a lamp to try to defend myself, but he took it away from me. And he said, "You want lights, lovely lady?" Then he threw the lamp down. I could hear it crash. Then he did it. He ripped.
Did you struggle?
Yes. But he had his hands on my shoulders. I tried to get up to get away, but he was too strong. Put his hands around my throat. He was choking me so hard I thought he was going to kill me. I kept hitting him with my hands. So he took them and he put them behind my back. And he ripped.
Sonny, tell this court how many times Jack Benton raped you. No, it's all right. It's all right, Sonny, that's all.
Miss Adamson, this testimony has obviously been emotional for you. I have no questions for Miss Adamson at this time.
Mr. McCleary, it was very kind of you to come by and tell me about that job offer, but as I told you, I'm not interested. I was very surprised that you remembered me. It was so long ago that we worked together.
Let me leave you a number where I can be reached, just in case you change your mind.
I won't. My baby comes first. And I know that you are going to have to get going because you want to make that appointment that you mentioned to
You see,
me.
Mr. McCleary, we decided before our baby was born that Helen would stay home with her. But, hon, if it's a good job, perhaps you should at least think about it.
Oh, no, Tony, a decision is a decision.
I tried. Good luck, Mr. McCleary. I'll be in the baby's room.
You're a very fortunate woman, Mrs. Nichols. He cares about you.
Don't ever come back here again.
Jack Benton followed you into the bedroom, right?
He came after me.
You
into
led,
the
and Jack
bedroom.
Benton followed you into the bedroom, and you and he had sex, right?
He raped me! He raped me!